But again, going back to the Filipino community right now, it is very vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many professionals, and I think when the nominee program was introduced, that was the leveling factor.
Yeah.
That there is something to be expected that with the coming of more skilled people as a continuity
Mm-hmm.
of our effort to change the mentality of the employers. That we would like to join, like my wife and I, and some of the Filipinos leadership, they would like to join a different organization in order to and at the same time to translate into experience that we have so many things to offer. Leadership, we offer ourselves about how to speak English, how to speak Filipino, or how to preserve your culture. And joining other organizations is one of the things that is a part of mainstreaming. Don't just work in your own cocoon. Get out and spread your wings. Be an
Right.
eagle. Be an eagle.
Pero Tito, di ba, since we're talking about organizations, and you mentioned that you had a hand in forming yung ano, in helping yung Philippine Associations time back set themselves up. And in fact, di ba, when I introduced you, well, you weren't here. When
Yeah,
I introduced you, I mentioned that you are the founder of two prominent
UST
associations
Alumni
in Winnipeg.
Association, one of the founders, and also
Yes, UST
QPAM.
Association, UST
Yeah,
Alumni, and QPAM.
yeah, and then MACPA.
Yeah. So,
And we have the Filipino Organization of Manitoba is another story,
mhm,
another chapter in in the development of the Filipino community, the Filipino Barangay
right.
organization in 1980s, and some other, like for example the sports. We had the Filipino Sports Club, and we organized part as a part of the organizing person that we tried to organize something for the community.
Pero that's a lot of work, Tito, di ba? So what was the driving force for yourself to set up all of those organizations?
One of the things that has driven me to organize is number one is to maintain the culture of a particular town or particular province or a particular profession.
Okay.
And I think like the UST Alumni Association as one of the organizers, we would like that all the Tomasian graduates in Manitoba to join and at the same time to have not only social but also cultural, and at the same time trying to develop more students
Mm,
be elevated, or after grade 12 they had to go for post-secondary school.
yeah.
Some of the Filipinos here after grade 12, okay na, but we
Oh,
would like to encourage them to go further, to take up medicine,
oh.
to take up law, to take up engineering, and to get more.
Mm,
Don't and then kasi dito grade 12 okay na, right?
that's true. Yeah.
Grade 12
And
okay na.
work na right after.
Yeah. But you would like our youth, the Filipino youth, to go further, to take
Mm,
up post-secondary school, to go to university. And so we would like them as since 1978, we have already hundreds of professionals, doctors, lawyers, engineers, dentists, name it.
mhm, mhm.
And those students, those scholars are not the children of the USD graduates. No, anybody who has that kind of qualification, the most important, you have to be a 2-year residence in Winnipeg before you can be qualified
Oh,
as a scholar, and then you have to reach our of
mhm.
standard of selection. And one time we had 1 year we didn't have any scholar because the applicants did not reach our standard. So that year we didn't have any scholar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't give scholar just for the giving of scholarship,
Mhm.
because we have to set a standard, and the students and the applicants should meet that kind of standard.
Okay. So very stringent standards at the time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Up to
As a
now,
time,
I'm sure.
we have only the maximum of around 6 or 7 scholars
Mm,
for 1 year, but we give
at the
them
most.
so much money because the USD alumni, I think, is the only organization we have a capital investment. We use our scholarship awards through the interest of our money as a capital investment. So
Okay.
those who are now managing UST, they didn't have any problem to have a social or to fundraise every year. The money that we put up
Mm-hmm.
as an investment, the interest is being used for the scholarships. Sometimes 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and the rest to be given to our scholars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pero dito, yung membership base naman ng UST Alumni Association of Manitoba, do you have an idea of how large it is to come up with yung scholarship fund like that?
Well, we started around 30 graduates of UST,
Mm.
and we raised money by so many fundraising. To tell you frankly, even caroling, even I want to sing. I am an off-key singer, but I try to sing. But Christmas carol, Christmas spirit, and
Yeah.
we have a spring bazaar. We have summer bazaar. We have picnic, and we have plant sale. We have cake sale. And
Mm-hmm.
until we reach a certain amount of money, and through the help of Dr. Mirla David as our chairperson,
Mm-hmm.
she was able to work something in order that we have so much money for to be given to Winnipeg Foundation, so that it will be developed more cash and then give to Winnipeg Foundation, and only the interest of the principal the interest will be used for scholarship. So right now, medyo kampante na yung mga officers ngayon, kasi every year meron lang talagang perang darating because of the interest of our investment. And I
Oh,
think
I see.
organizations should be encouraged to work on that kind of platform.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi nangyayari, meron tayong scholarships sa probinsya. Let's go fundraising. Let's go for the casino, the trip. Let's go for ganun. But if you start something, kasi naman, it is easy for you to develop that kind of plan in order to get more money,
Yeah.
and then invest that, and for perpetuity, or it will be a perpetual. Kahit wala na kami ritong mga USD founders, nandun pa rin yung pera sa investment. Our money is being invested. It is a much wider portfolio of investment. Sinasama yung aming pera doon sa half billion money being invested, so they're getting higher interest, around 8 to 10%.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Pero dito, that's just one organization. What about yung, of course, Tubong Quezon po kayo, di ba?
Yes,
So
Lopez
you set up QPAM.
Yeah.
Tell us about the origins of QPAM.
Well, we tried to organize ourselves. I think we're 4 or 5 founders, and we call ourselves Roots, Maugat. Kami ang ugat ng QPAM.
Oh, okay. Got the roots. Okay.
Ika nga ni Maya Angelou, isang American writer, that we're not coming from the grass, we're coming from the trees with roots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, kasi sa Quezon, marami kaming cultural activities eh. We have the Pahayas, we have the Santa Cruzan, we have the May Flower Festival. I think Quezon is known for Pahayas. Quezon is known for mga Reina Elena,
Yeah.
Santa Cruzan, and San Pedro de Labrador, the patron saint for farmers. So, yun namin inorganize namin. Ako ang unang presidente noon, and then we started the same. We had the Aranya, we had the Santa Cruzan, and we had a great organization. Sa awan ng Diyos, hindi pa nagsasanga.
Okay. So yun yung unang Santa Cruz ng QPAM ng time niya.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saan po kayo saan kayo nag-procession?
We had first at some of the parks, like at sometimes sa Kildonan or Saint Vital, diyan sa Kildonan Park, or sa Saint Vital. One time nga, meron kami Santa Cruzan, kinausap ako ng puti. You're a Filipino? Ako, yes, ma'am. how come there's a big wedding? No, it's not a wedding. It is a parade of Filipino girls and young ladies, and sometimes they're trying to carry the tradition of Queen Helena
Mhm.
and Constantine, and
Mhm.
to explain further about I thought it's a wedding because Filipinos are known for big weddings.
So of course, as founding president, cultural ambassador din yan.
Yeah, well, so we organized and we tried to form the officers and
Yeah.
members. We have a campaign for members, and of course we use so many. Wala pang social media, no.
Yeah.
We have some radio programs, some newspapers, and some posters, and trying to ask somebody, do you know somebody from Quezon? Or, oh, yung tiyo ko, Quezon, oh, give me your name. I give it a telephone number. Well, phone. So that was the time when we were able to get so many members.